Archangel Michael says, the air around you is shifting tonight. Somewhere in a quiet office, a man in a dark suit has been pacing restlessly, your name written on the folder clutched in his hand. This is no ordinary folder, it contains a contract that has been hidden for years, sealed away by people who never wanted you to see it. The moment this lawyer opened it, his eyes widened in shock. He realized instantly that this was a life-changing discovery, and that only you could be the rightful claimant. Every second that passes now is like sand slipping through an hourglass, and the urgency in his voice is growing stronger. Somewhere, a phone keeps ringing, but it's not being answered. Your details are written in ink that has survived decades, the paper smelling faintly of dust and locked rooms. And yet, the content inside is alive, pulsing with the power to rewrite your destiny. The clock is ticking faster than you think. This contract grants you ownership of something beyond money, beyond gold, something that cannot be replaced if lost. If it slips away, the regret will echo for a lifetime. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Archangel Michael says, this isn't a coincidence, this was timed. The lawyer was never supposed to find you, but a chain of strange events led him to the truth. Old files misplaced. A forgotten safe cracked open during a renovation. A name no one expected to see, yours. The people who kept this from you are already aware that the discovery has been made. They are panicking now, trying to come up with ways to delay you from claiming what is yours. They know that if you arrive before the deadline, they lose everything they've been hiding. In another city, a meeting is taking place. Your name is being spoken quietly, almost fearfully, around a polished table. The weight of your inheritance is something they cannot allow you to touch. But heaven's hand is moving faster than their schemes. The lawyer has been given clear instructions, to find you, to warn you, and to deliver this document into your hands. The only question is whether you will be ready when he arrives. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Tonight, the wind carries whispers you cannot hear with your ears but can feel deep inside. A stirring in your spirit tells you that something immense is coming your way. It's the kind of shift that makes the air taste different, like the first breath after a storm. The contract itself is a thing of beauty, its pages bound with golden thread, its words written in precise, deliberate strokes. Each clause is a doorway, and each signature line is a key waiting for your hand. It is more than legal ownership, it's proof of a promise made long before you even knew it existed. In the shadows, someone who once thought they had erased you from the story is now regretting their arrogance. They can feel the edges of their control slipping away. The more they try to stop this, the more unstoppable it becomes. And you, unknowingly, have been walking toward this moment your entire life. Every loss, every delay, every strange twist of fate has been pushing you to this hour. You are not late. You are exactly on time. Type Amen to get blessing 555. The lawyer's search is no longer quiet. He has begun making calls to people he hasn't spoken to in years, following old records and forgotten addresses. Every step brings him closer to you, and every step makes the opposition more desperate. Archangel Michael says, there are forces who never wanted you to have this. For years, they built walls around this truth, locking it away so deeply they believed it would never resurface. But they didn't account for divine timing, for the kind of power that moves in silence until it's ready to strike. Now, your name is not just on paper. It's in the air, carried from voice to voice, from office to office. Every time it's spoken, it sends a ripple through those who have tried to bury it. They feel the ground shifting under them, and they are right to be afraid. In another corner of the city, someone is destroying papers, shredding files, and making calls they can't afford to make. Their calm is gone, their fear is loud. They know that if you sign this contract, the very foundation of their control will crumble. Type Amen to get blessing 777. The lawyer hasn't slept in 2 days. His eyes are heavy, but his determination is sharper than ever. He knows the window is small, and once it closes, there may be no second chance. The document has a seal pressed into it, a crest that speaks of legacy, lineage, and promises made long ago. When the seal was broken, history itself began to unfold in that office. Everything that was hidden started rising to the surface like gold pulled from deep earth. Archangel Michael says, your bloodline is woven into the very heart of this contract. It is not just a transaction, it is a return. A reclaiming of what has always been your divine right. Somewhere far away, a stranger is standing in front of a bank vault, waiting for confirmation. Inside, the item tied to this contract sits untouched, wrapped in protective layers, guarded like a crown jewel. It has been waiting for your hands alone. Type Amen to get blessing 999. The road to you is not clear. There are distractions, delays, and attempts to mislead the lawyer into going elsewhere. They think if they can keep him from you long enough, the time limit will kill your claim. But something keeps pushing him forward, little signs, strange coincidences, and people appearing at just the right moment. A taxi driver who knew a shortcut. A street with no traffic when it should have been blocked. These are not random. They are alignments, guided by hands you cannot see. Every detail has been arranged so that the truth will reach you. The lawyer's voice trembles when he speaks your name aloud for the first time. Not from fear, but from the weight of what he knows you're about to inherit. It's more than a possession, it's a piece of destiny. Type Amen to get blessing 222. The night will not be quiet. Messages will move in silence, cars will travel roads they've never taken, and locked doors will be opened. Somewhere, your address is being written down on a clean white envelope. Archangel Michael says, this delivery will feel like a lightning strike to your soul. It will arrive suddenly, shattering the calm of your routine. But when you touch it, something deep inside will say, this is mine. Your signature will not just claim it. It will seal a chapter that began long before you were born. It will silence voices that spoke against you and open doors you didn't even know existed. And those who tried to stop this? They will watch as what they once held tightly slips through their fingers. There will be no undoing it once your name is written. Type Amen to get blessing 111. The lawyer is moving faster now. Every hour brings him closer to your door, and every hour the energy around you grows heavier. You may not see it yet, but threads of fate are weaving tightly in your favor. In a dimly lit room, two people are arguing in hushed voices. One insists they still have time to block you. The other has already accepted that the moment you sign, it's over for them. Archangel Michael says, there is no force on earth that can erase a truth written in divine ink. This contract is more than words, it is a living record of what was promised to your name. And the deadline is not a threat, it's an anchor pulling the moment to you. The lawyer checks his watch again. He knows he cannot miss this window, the time is not just running out, it's being counted down. Each tick of the clock is a drumbeat in the story of your destiny. Type Amen to get blessing 888. Somewhere miles away, a safe deposit box sits untouched. Inside is an object no one alive has truly seen, except for the person who locked it away decades ago. It has been waiting like a silent guardian, untouched by time. The air in that vault feels different, heavier, charged, as if it knows it's about to be opened. And when it is, the world will shift in ways you cannot imagine. The moment you hold it, it will feel both foreign and familiar at the same time. Archangel Michael says, the priceless thing tied to this contract is not only valuable, it is irreplaceable. No replica could ever hold the same power, because it carries your family's history inside it. It is part of your identity, whether you have known it or not. And now, there is no turning back. The lawyer is coming with both the paper and the key to what has been hidden. Your hands will be the final step in setting this truth free. Type Amen to get blessing 666. The night sky will witness what is about to unfold. A message will reach you in a way you didn't expect, not through the usual channels, but in a sudden, urgent form. It may be a knock, a call, or a letter slid under your door. By the time you see it, the weight of its importance will already press against your chest. It will feel like a pulse you can't ignore. Every instinct in you will know, you must act immediately. Archangel Michael says, there are moments that define a life, and this is one of yours. The way you respond will set the course for years to come. Hesitation is the only thing that could let this slip away. In another room, the lawyer is packing the final documents. The pen is already inside the folder, waiting for you. One signature, just one, and everything changes. Type Amen to get blessing 555. The people who tried to keep this from you will hear about it. They will feel the loss before the gain even reaches you. Their years of control will dissolve in a single moment of truth. And while they scramble, you will be stepping into a new chapter, one that was meant for you all along. It will not be handed with hesitation, it will be placed into your hands with certainty. The energy of ownership will settle into you like it's always belonged there. Archangel Michael says, you will not need to fight for this. The fight has already been won in places you cannot see. All you need to do is be present when the moment arrives. The contract will outlast every lie ever told to keep it hidden. And when you hold it, you will understand why they feared you finding it. The truth is too heavy for them to carry, but it was always light in your hands. Type Amen to get blessing 444. The air tonight is not the same as yesterday. It feels thicker, almost electric, as if something unseen is moving toward you at great speed. Even the silence around you carries a weight, pressing on your senses, urging you to stay alert. In another part of the city, the lawyer's phone lights up again. The caller ID shows a number he has been ignoring, one of the people who doesn't want you to receive this. He lets it ring, his focus fixed on only one thing, getting this contract into your hands. Archangel Michael says, there is a line between fate and interference, and that line is being crossed tonight. They will try one final time to block the truth. But the protection around you is far stronger than their schemes. The folder sits in his passenger seat, buckled in as if it's a living thing that needs guarding. The gold seal on the first page glints faintly under the streetlights as he drives. Every mile he covers brings your destiny closer. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Elsewhere, in a high-rise office, voices rise in panic. A woman slams a file onto a glass desk, shouting about time limits and last chances. Her hands tremble, not from cold, but from the knowledge that she's losing control. She remembers the moment they hid the contract away. They believed burying it would erase the truth forever. But the truth has a way of clawing its way back to the surface. Archangel Michael says, the hourglass has already been turned over. The last grains of sand are falling faster than they realize. What was taken will be returned, not in silence, but in a way they will never forget. The lawyer's determination hardens with every red light he passes. It's no longer just a job, it's a mission. And missions like this don't fail when they are powered by divine alignment. Type Amen to get blessing 333. The streets are unusually clear for this time of night. Every turn the lawyer makes feels guided, as if invisible hands are clearing his path. Even the traffic lights seem to shift in his favor. He checks the folder again, almost out of habit, making sure it's still there. The papers rustle softly, and the faint scent of aged parchment fills the car. It smells like history, like secrets finally stepping into the light. Archangel Michael says, you are moments away from touching what was always yours. The weight of the past will lift the moment you claim it. What once felt like missing pieces will suddenly click into place. A final phone call comes through, this time from a number the lawyer doesn't recognize. He answers, and a voice simply says, she's ready. The line goes dead, and he presses harder on the accelerator. Type Amen to get blessing 111. You may feel restless tonight without knowing why. The energy is too sharp to ignore, and somewhere in your spirit, you can sense that something is approaching. It is the kind of anticipation that comes before a life-changing moment. The priceless thing tied to this contract is not just an object. It is a symbol of power, legacy, and unbroken promises. It has passed through too many hands that never should have touched it. Archangel Michael says, its place has always been with you. It has been waiting like a loyal guardian, untouched until you arrived. When you hold it, you will feel the history of everyone who came before you. The lawyer pulls into a narrow street. Your address is in sight now. The last few steps are all that stand between you and the destiny that has been chasing you. Type Amen to get blessing 555. The car slows as it approaches the last turn. The lawyer glances at the folder once more, his fingers tightening on the steering wheel. This isn't just a delivery, it's the return of something sacred, something stolen by silence. The street outside your home is unusually still. No neighbors standing outside, no traffic passing through, as if the night itself has paused to witness this. Even the air feels warmer, heavier, charged with the weight of what is about to happen. Archangel Michael says, this moment was written before you were born. It is not arriving early, and it is not late, it is precisely on time. Nothing can delay it now, not even the ones who have tried for years to keep it hidden. The lawyer parks and steps out, the folder tucked firmly under his arm. Each step toward your door is deliberate, as though he knows he is walking on holy ground. The paper inside the folder hums in silence, carrying the destiny you're about to touch. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Inside your home, the air feels different. You may not yet know why, but your heart beats just a little faster. Somewhere deep inside, your soul senses that the wait is over. In the distance, muffled footsteps approach. They grow louder, steadier, until they stop right outside your door. There is a single knock, firm, decisive, and filled with urgency. Archangel Michael says, when you open this door, you are not just welcoming a person. You are opening the way for your true inheritance to enter. Every hardship, every delay, every unexplained twist in your life has led you here. What is on the other side is not just paper, it is freedom. The lawyer exhales slowly before raising his hand again. This time, the knock is followed by your name, spoken clearly and with purpose. It feels like a call you've been waiting your whole life to answer. Type Amen to get blessing 444. When the door opens, the moment stretches. The folder between you seems to radiate its own light, though it's nothing more than aged paper and ink. Still, the energy it carries is undeniable. The lawyer wastes no time, he steps forward and opens the folder, turning it toward you. Your eyes scan the first lines, and your breath catches. There it is, in clear letters, your name, written as the sole rightful owner. Archangel Michael says, this is not a gift. This is the return of what was taken, hidden, and kept from you. The universe has kept its promise, and now it is in your hands. The lawyer points to the final page. A single blank line waits for your signature, the only thing standing between you and complete ownership. The pen is already in his other hand, waiting. Type Amen to get blessing 333. The moment your pen touches the paper, the air shifts. It is as if the house itself breathes out in relief. Something unseen, but heavy, lifts from your life in an instant. The contract is signed, and with that, the lawyer reaches into his briefcase. He pulls out a small, velvet-covered case, worn but still elegant. He places it in your hands, his eyes watching your reaction closely. Archangel Michael says, inside this case lies the priceless thing tied to your bloodline. It has crossed oceans, survived wars, and remained untouched in the face of greed. And now, it belongs to you again. You open it slowly, the soft sound of the hinge echoing in the silence. Inside, you see it, brilliant, unmarked by time, holding an aura of power and history. It feels warm in your palm, as if it recognizes you too. Type Amen to get blessing 222. The weight of the object in your hand is unlike anything you've felt before. It's not just the physical heaviness, it's the story it carries, the silent years it has waited to be returned. Every curve, every detail, seems to hum with a recognition that goes beyond time. The lawyer watches you closely, his expression one of quiet triumph. He has completed what others said was impossible. In his eyes, you see the relief of a man who has carried a sacred duty and fulfilled it. Archangel Michael says, in this moment, the chains that once bound your legacy are shattered. No paper can ever take this from you again. It has returned to the only hands it was meant to rest in. Somewhere far away, news of your signature reaches the ears of those who fought against you. The sound of their defeat is silent, but it is deafening to them. They know there will be no undoing it now. Type Amen to get blessing 666. In a high-rise boardroom, a man pushes away from the table, his face pale. The others seated there avoid his eyes. They don't need to speak to know the fight is over. The contract is now a closed door they can never force open again. They remember the years spent hiding it, the lies told to keep you unaware. All of it wasted in an instant. The very power they tried to hoard has slipped through their fingers forever. Archangel Michael says, justice has a way of moving in silence until it's ready to roar. Tonight, it has roared for you. This is your victory, and it is complete. The lawyer leaves your home quietly, his job done. But the air he leaves behind feels brighter, lighter, charged with something holy. You are no longer just living your life, you are carrying a reclaimed crown. Type Amen to get blessing 111. The object now rests on your table, glowing softly under the light. You can't stop looking at it, tracing its edges, feeling the way it fits perfectly into your palm. It is as if it has been waiting to be held like this. Every moment from now on will feel different. Even the smallest decisions will carry the confidence of someone who knows their true worth. This isn't just ownership, it's a restoration of your rightful place. Archangel Michael says, treat it not just as a possession, but as a living piece of your destiny. It will continue to open doors, reveal paths, and protect you in ways you cannot yet imagine. It is more than wealth, it is a shield and a key. Outside, the night deepens, but it feels safer now. The battle is over, and the victory is yours. The time limit that once pressed against you has vanished into irrelevance. Type Amen to get blessing 555. As you secure the contract in a safe place, you realize something profound. This journey was never just about an item, it was about claiming your power. It was about proving, to yourself and to the world, that you cannot be erased. Somewhere in the unseen, blessings are being poured out over your life. The forces that worked against you have scattered. Only the alignment of good remains, and it is growing stronger by the hour. Archangel Michael says, sleep peacefully tonight. The priceless treasure is where it belongs, and no hand but yours will ever hold it again. The story they tried to bury has been rewritten in gold. And so, with the contract signed, the object safe, and the truth fully restored, you step forward into your new chapter. The past can no longer hold you. Your future has just begun, and it is limitless. Type Amen to get blessing 999. The night outside is still, but inside, the atmosphere is alive with energy. It's the kind of quiet that comes after a great storm, not empty, but full of change. Your home feels different now, as though the very walls know that something sacred has been restored. The priceless object rests in front of you, and the contract lies beside it. Both seem to glow under the light, radiating more than their material value. They are symbols of victory, proof that truth will always find its way home. Archangel Michael says, the journey you just completed has closed one chapter and opened another. From here on, doors will open faster, paths will appear clearer, and resistance will fall away before you even notice it. The blessing tied to this is already in motion. Somewhere far away, the ones who tried to keep it from you sit in silence. Their defeat tastes bitter, and the knowledge of their loss will not fade. They will remember this night for the rest of their lives. Type Amen to get blessing 444. The lawyer, now driving away, feels a strange peace settle over him. It's not just the satisfaction of a job completed, it's the deep knowing that he was chosen to deliver something divine. He whispers your name under his breath, almost as if sealing it into the air for protection. In his mind, he replays the moment you signed the contract. The way the energy shifted instantly, the way the atmosphere seemed to acknowledge your claim. It was more than a legal act, it was a spiritual homecoming. Archangel Michael says, this restoration is permanent. No trick, no lie, no hidden hand can undo what has been sealed tonight. It is bound in law, in legacy, and in the unseen realms that guard your destiny. Back in your home, the object seems to sit with a quiet presence. You can feel its weight in the room, as though it is watching over you even as you watch it. It belongs, and it knows it. Type Amen to get blessing 111. As the hours pass, you begin to realize the deeper meaning of what has happened. It wasn't just about receiving something valuable, it was about the proof that you were never forgotten. No matter how far they tried to push you from your inheritance, the truth circled back. You remember moments when you doubted yourself, when you felt powerless against unseen forces. Those moments feel like distant shadows now. You've stepped into a light that cannot be dimmed. Archangel Michael says, let this be your reminder in every challenge to come. The same hand that returned this to you is guiding every step of your path. Even delays and detours will lead you exactly where you are meant to be. The object is more than a possession now. It is a part of your story, a living reminder that what is meant for you will never truly be lost. It will find its way back, no matter how deep it is buried. Type Amen to get blessing 333. The night begins to fade toward dawn. Soft light spills into the room, touching the contract and the object with a golden glow. It feels as though the new day is blessing what has been restored. Somewhere beyond sight, forces of light stand watch over you. They have worked tirelessly to ensure this moment happened exactly as it did. Now, they step back, satisfied that you are standing in your rightful place. Archangel Michael says, walk forward now with no fear. What you hold is not fragile, it is fortified by everything you have endured. You are the keeper of something priceless, and you are worthy of it. As the first rays of sunlight warm the room, you know this is more than the start of a day. It is the start of a new era in your life. One that was promised, protected, and now, finally, delivered. Type Amen to get blessing 555.